Okay, so here you have it, 960 3-liter, September 94. Bought this car 2 months ago from first owner. Has 188,000 kilometers. All the service done, all the documentation there. Just walk you around the car. I think overall the shape of the car is very good. Nearly no scratches, no dents, no repainting so far, and no rust issues except for what you've already seen on the suspension parts. There's one dent on the bonnet which you can see in the middle. It's really bad. I have to see how to get it out. The worst part is definitely the front bumper. Quite some scratches here. Down the side. This chrome thing is always faded. No chance to get it anywhere anymore. Already took out the headlights, cleaned them inside. Also has the fog light option. Also polished this plastic with Meguiar's Plast X. It has the original Mercurius 205 5516 with these perfectly well kept lock nuts. So the previous owner did bits and pieces to it, like the front brakes, brake hoses. The air condition has been replaced. He also did the timing belt. But overall the super important or super expensive parts he didn't really touch, like the multi-link. So multi-link, nothing has ever been done. Front suspension shock absorbers, all still the same, still from factory. I already gave the car a polish. Came out pretty neat. Let's have a quick look inside. His beige inside, which I quite like. It has quite good options, but it's not fully loaded. Like, leather is still in good shape. It doesn't have a rear sunshade. It does not have the electrical passenger seat. It's not woodline, so it has the second package of wood, which it has the center console and the doors, but not the steering wheel. So I have some aftermarket floor mats, as the original ones were missing. Seat has a bit of wear. I have to see what I can do here. I already cleaned a bit, but it didn't come out that well. I have to do it again. Steering wheel is actually quite nice. 188,000. The wood is pretty well kept. Has the remote control and the alarm system. Has the seat heating. Doesn't have a sunroof, which is really shit, but it's typical Swiss. It's the headlight wiper arms. Yeah, I think that's about it. Let's have a quick look into the trunk also. So I already lubricated here these door mechanics. It's super important because it's very fragile. If it doesn't get any care, then they wear out, and this car, it's quite well kept. It works very smoothly and silently. Also, I really like the feeling of the doors to open them. This is so nice, so cool. So yeah, overall here's still some dust from this polish. Then it also came with the CD charger, which is here. So there's a electricity cable and the cable for the CD thing. Overall quite clean. I already cleaned the carpet a bit. I replaced the shock absorbers, the lifters, were around 37 bucks. Apart from that, all good in here, nothing much to see. Also replaced here the lamps in the license plate. Also polished them, they were quite dull. Also polished the tail lights, nice and shiny. This rear end muffler is actually from the early 960. It doesn't really fit in here properly, but that's how it is. Was also replaced by the previous owner. You're all quite clean. Passenger side looks quite neat. For the driver's seat, as pointed out, I really need to see what I can do. Headliner is perfect. It's a bit off, like here, cloth is coming off a bit. I have to see if I do all these pillars. I actually found a cloth that fits quite well. to see if I'm going to do the job or not. This light works, so let's quickly look inside the engine. Actually hear a bit of a ticking noise, I'm not sure. Sounds like those are the lifters. Or the fuel injectors, but that would be quite loud. Apart from that, engine is running perfectly smooth. Have to see over time. Eventually I will put a 10W40 for diesel engines, which has a high amount of calcium. And I mean, the engine inside looks super clean, but still could be that some of the lifters are a bit clogged, and eventually that helps. Let's see. Otherwise I'll just continue driving and see how it evolves. Just notice, not sure if that can be heard, but the rhythm that you hear from the lifters or whatever it is can also be heard from the exhaust a bit. So I'm not sure if anyone has an idea how this is, or if this is connected, or what could be the cause of that.